Hi everyone, this is Devasri. Welcome to your journey of literature. Today I am going to present a periodical chart of the history of English literature. Before we start, it is important to discuss some major points that I prescribed for you on your screen. The first point is the story of English literature begins with the Germanic tradition of the Anglo-Saxon settlers. The English language has developed over the course of more than 1400 years. The earliest forms of English, a set of Anglo-Saxon dialectic brought to Great Britain by Anglo-Saxon settlers in the 5th century, are called Old English. The second one is Beowulf stands as it said. Let me tell what is Beowulf. Beowulf, the legendary hero of an anonymous Old English epic poem composed in the early 8th century. He slays a monster and becomes the king, but dies fighting a dragon. Beowulf is the most famous work in Old English and has achieved the national epic status in England, despite being set in Scandinavia. Now I'm gonna to discuss the following topics. However, following the Norman conquest of England in 1066, the written form of the Anglo-Saxon language becomes less common. Under the influence of the new aristocracy, French became the standard language of courts, parliament, and polite society. The English spoken after the Normans came is known as the Middle English. This form of English lasted until the 14th-17th century, when the Chancery Standard, a London-based form of English, became widespread. Geoffrey Chaucer, author of the Canterbury Tales. Let me tell something about Geoffrey Chaucer. Who is Geoffrey Chaucer? Geoffrey Chaucer was an English poet and author also, widely considered as the greatest English poet of the Middle Ages. He is best known for the Canterbury Tales. He has been called the father of English literature and also alternately the father of English poet. Was a significant figure of the development of the legitimacy of vernacular Middle English at a time when the dominant literary languages in England were still French and Latin. The invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg in 1439 also helped to standardize the language, as did the King James Bible 1611 and the Great Vowel Shift. My dear friends, it is important to know about the language to understanding about a proper cultural system. The English language spread throughout the world with the development of the British Empire between the late 16th and early 18th century. At its height, it was the largest empire in history. By 1913, the British Empire held sway over 412 million people, 23% of the world population at the time. During the 19th century and 20th century, this colonized and the USA started to produce their own significant literary tradition in English, and in the last 100 plus years numerous writers from Great Britain, the Iceland of Ireland, the USA, and members of other former British colonies have received the Nobel Prize for works in the English language more than in any other languages. My dear friends, tell you something that if you have any objection, please text it in the comment box. Now we start about the periodical chart of history of English literature that I prescribed for you on your screen. First, pre-Chaucerian. It was the literary period, and approximate date of the pre-Chaucerian age is 500 to 1340, and the historic period of the pre-Chaucerian age is Anglo-Saxon and Norman. Second literary period is the age of Chaucer, and the approximate date of the age of Chaucer is 1340 to 1400, and the historic period of the age of Chaucer is Middle Plantagenet. The third literary period is from Chaucer to Turtle Missionary. It is one type of book where sonnet, poet are placed, and it was published by Richard Turtle in 1597. The approximate date of the from Chaucer to Turtle's Missionary is 1400 to 1557, and the historic period from Chaucer to Turtle's Missionary is later Plantagenet. The fourth literary period is the age of Shakespeare, and the approximate date of it is 1557 to 1625. The historic period of the age of Shakespeare is the age of Renaissance, the Jacobean age, the Elizabethan age, and last one is the Golden Age. And the fifth literary period is the age of Milton, and the approximate date of the age of Milton is 1625 to 1660. And the historic period of the age of Milton is the Caroline Age. The sixth literary period is the age of Dryden, and the approximate date of it is 1660 to 1700. The historic period of the age of Dryden is the age of Restoration. Seventh literary period is the age of Pope, or we can say the Augustan Age, and the approximate date of the Augustan Age is 1700 to 1745. The historic period of the age of Pope, or we can say the Augustan Age, is early Georgian Age. The eighth literary period is the age of Johnson. The approximate date of the age of Johnson is 1745 to 1798. The historic period of the age of Johnson is Middle Georgian Age. The ninth literary period is the age of Wordsworth. The approximate date of the age of Wordsworth is 1798 to 1832. The historic period of the age of Wordsworth is Later Georgian Age. The 10th literary period is the age of Tennyson, and the approximate date of the age of Tennyson is 1832 to 1887. The historical period of the age of Tennyson is the Victorian Age. The last one is the 11th number, which I put it on your screen. That literary period is age of Hardy. The approximate date of the age of Hardy is 1887 to 1928, and the historic period of the age of Hardy is the modern age. This is all about the periodical chart of the history of English literature, but except from these ideas, there is so many things in literature that we must need to know about it. Like after modernism age, there was postmodernism, Commonwealth literature, new experimental techniques, so that how the 10 new techniques used in literature, world war literature, etc. To get more information and ideas on literature, press the bell icon and subscribe the channel, that it helps you to get the more study related videos. Hope the video will be helpful for you. Thank you.